All right, y'all. Intrepid Songwriter here. Hold up. I got to pull up my Insta. And have I got some good stuff for you today? So I'm going to tell you ahead of time, you are going to want to share this video. You are going to want to share this video because I have got some good stuff for you today. All right. So let me do my intro. It's your Intrepid Songwriter chronicling my adventures as a songwriter, because seriously, who does that? Nobody does that. Nobody's out here telling you what it's like to be a songwriter in real time and what that means and what you need to do to make it work. Okay? Question I'm going to ask you today is, what's the most important member of your team? If you are an artist signed to a record label, or if you are an artist that's DIY, you're doing it yourself. Okay, you're getting yourself out there and you're going direct to market. You're going direct to your fans, meaning you're putting out videos on YouTube. You got your beats out there. You got your songs out there. Maybe you're on Instagram, whatever type of platform you're using. If you're going DIY and you're going direct to market, who's the number one most important member of your team? Okay? And the answer to that question is, the most important member of your team is your booking agent. Your booking agent is the number one most important member of your team. Why? Why is your booking agent the most number one important member of your team? Because you have to understand, in the music industry, when you're dealing with compartmentalized functions, meaning when you have a job in the music industry, if you want to be successful, you normally have to focus on that job and do that job 6, 8, 10, 12 hours a day, normally. Now, I know many times you can wear more than one hat. I know many times you have to be a songwriter and producer. And I know many of you guys are making your own beats, mixing your own beats, recording your stuff. So you're being an engineer, you're being a songwriter, you're being a producer. I understand that. I understand that we all have multiple hats. I have many hats myself, but the things that you are the best at are the things that you spend the most time with. I'm going to say that one more time. The things that you are the best at are the things that you spend the most time with. And when you're dealing with all of the different things that it takes to become a successful artist, from understanding your rights to touring, to social media, to building super fans, to making sure, you got dope beats, making sure your songs are mixed well, all that. Don't nobody have time to do all that by themselves. I'm sorry, you need a team. Don't nobody have time to do all of that by themselves. You need a team. So whether or not you are signed to a major label, whether or not you're signed to an indie label, whether or not you're signed to a mini major label, whether or not you have your own label and you're going direct to market and you're putting your music out directly to your fans, the number one most important member of your team is your booking agent. Why? Because they spend all day, every day, building the relationships with the people whose platforms you want to perform on. One more time. They spend all day, every day, building the relationships with the people whose platform you want to perform on. So if you want to get on TV, on any high level capacity, any type of show with lots of eyes on it, any type of show that millions of people watch on the regular, any type of show that's going to be that performance that blows you up, that performance, because everybody has that performance. Every artist has that performance that gets you on the map, whether it's that video or that live appearance that you did. Everybody has that performance that is the performance that is the one that took you from obscurity to some level of fame. Because I remember the first time I saw Katy Perry and she was jumping into that cake. So every artist has that performance. How are you going to get on Good Morning America? How are you going to get on any of your local shows in the town you live in or the city that you live in? How are you going to get on Jimmy Fallon? How are you going to get on Jimmy Kimmel? How are you going to get these gigs? Even if you're doing local gigs with local venues, how are you going to get these gigs? The answer to that question is your booking agent, because what they do all day, every day is build relationships with the people and the organizations / corporations whose platforms you want to perform on. You, if you're a songwriter, producer, artist, and you also if you're your own audio engineer, in between writing, recording, producing, mixing, and mastering your tracks, you're not going to have time. So the number one most important member of your team is a booking agent. So you've got to be sure that you develop a relationship with them so that they can get you where you want to be. Now, this next part, I'm not going to be able to show on Instagram. I'm going to put the links on Instagram, and the link is in my bio so you can watch it, but you need to watch this on YouTube so you can see the links I'm about to, so you can see the screens I'm about to put on there, because I can't do it on Instagram, but I'm doing it on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter right now. Who is the number one booking agent in hip hop music in particular? Who was one of the first people to recognize the power of urban music and the power of crossover appeal? Who is that? Do you know who that is? Oops. Do you know who that is? Do you know who the most important booking agent, the number one booking agent, and one of the first people that recognized the power of urban music and crossover potential in hip hop? Do you know who that is? I will tell you who that is. Her name is Cara Lewis. Caralewis. Cara Lewis. She's the number one booking agent in urban music and hip hop. And guess what? You can find her right online. Now I'm about to pull up some screens on this YouTube video. So again, if you're watching me on Insta, go watch this video on YouTube so you can see what I'm about to put up. And here it comes. First thing I'm going to show you is the fact that she's on LinkedIn. Let me switch your screen. That's a little bit better. I like that one. Cara Lewis is on LinkedIn. So what that means is, now I'm showing it on YouTube. So if you're watching me on Insta, go watch this video on YouTube. Cara Lewis is on LinkedIn. How can you not be following her or connecting with her or doing whatever? So you need to be following Cara Lewis, because look at what it says on her profile. She's one of the first agents to recognize the crossover potential of urban music and was at the forefront of turning an underground movement into a mainstream business. Lord have mercy. She's been named one of the 20 most influential people in Black music by Essence Magazine, and is listed in the 20 music industry innovators by the Hollywood Reporter. It's what I'm trying to tell you. So you need to know who Cara Lewis is, and you need to be following her. You need to be connected with her. You need to be seeing everything she's posting on LinkedIn or whatever she's doing through that platform. Next up, I'm going to show you her website. Now, her website is so simple. It's so streamlined. I don't know if I've ever seen a website that is that streamlined. And you see it's got Carol Lewis Group. It gives you her email address right there for the contact, team@clewisgroup.com. Gives you the phone number. Gives you the phone number. Now, we're going to take a quick look at her roster. Okay. Amber Rose, look at that. Chase B, Eminem, Erica Badu, Glorilla, Ice Spice, Jill Scott, Luda, Kali, Pusha T, The Roots. Okay. She's been their agent all up through them getting their gig on late night, The Roots. I mean, so look at the kind of people that she's working with, and look at the career boost she's given these people. Okay? Book an agent, getting you into those gigs that you need to help you blow up. Now, the final thing I'm going to show you here is I'm going to show you her Instagram, because yes, she's on Instagram. Right here. Look at that. CLG Carol Lewis Group right there on Instagram. Okay. So I'm on a different browser because I have followed her on my Instagram. So don't worry about that. Ice Spice is Billboard's R&B Hip Hop Rookie of the Year, Glorilla Tour. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is the level. This is the level of talent, the level of client, the level of career that she gives people. So how are you not following her? How are you not knowing who she is? How are you not doing everything you can to try to get her to be your agent, to get in those circles? Because that is how you're going to get the gigs that blow you up and put you on the map and make everybody know who it is that you are. Why would you waste time? Why would you spend your years in this industry flailing around, trying to make it happen? And why wouldn't you go straight to the top with someone that's been with some acts for years, with someone that knows how to take you from obscurity to fame, that knows how to take you from where you are and blow you up? Okay? So to recap today's tip, the number one most important member of your team is your booking agent. What they do all day, every day is spend their time building the relationships with the people whose platforms you want to perform on. Who is the number one booking agent in urban music, Black music, hip hop? Cara Lewis. You want to follow her. You want to listen to her. You want to try to see if she will take you on as a client, because she's the one that knows how to take you from obscurity to fame, knows how to blow you up, and knows how to stick with you until you start getting those high-profile gigs, the ones that you need to take your career to the level you want it to be. All right. That's your Intrepid Songwriter tip for today. I am here every Friday at noon doing a live. I give production tips. I teach about beats. I teach about studio tips. I teach about music business tips. So I'm here every Friday at noon to give you a tip. Now, I know that you need personal attention. You need a personal plan. And that's why you need to book a session with me. Go to my website, theintrepidSongwriter.com, and click on Hire Me. And then you can book a session. Okay, you book time with me in 30-minute increments. And when you do that, then I will help you hammer out a plan to help you get from where you are to where you want to go. I will help you hammer out a plan to specifically meet your career goals, because everybody does not have the same career goals. Everybody does not want to do the same thing in their career. So what you need is a personalized plan to help you get there. And that's what I help my clients with. That's what I help you do. So we can map out a strategy to help you get to where you want to go. And you don't have to be wasting time flailing around out here, because 20 minutes with me is going to save you 20 years worth of struggle. And how do I know that? Because my program worked for me. How do I know that? Because I've taken artists that haven't been on the charts in 30 years and put them back in top 10. All right? So go to the intrepidsongwriter.com, click on Hire Me, and book a session today. I will see you next Friday at noon for my next Intrepid Songwriter Live. Y'all have a great weekend.